Okay, excuse the kind of heavy sounding voice, but I'm ill. What else is new? I'm always ill these days. So just pretend that it's part of the Scottish accent, alright? You'll live. I might not, but you will. Hello wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstVocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I put the handles down below, and let's see what note comes out of my face. And over there, actually not that bad, if I do say so myself. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where we learn how the voice works. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Just like MB did. MB has gotten in touch and asked me to go and check out the new Faouzia? I just watched a video of her pronounce her own name. Faouzia. I'm pretty sure she said Faouzia. Now, as you know, I absolutely love her. I might not be able to pronounce her name, but I love her down. Apparently there's a new music video, a new song, Don't Ever Leave Me. So we're going to go and check this out, see what we think. I get very distracted by music videos, as we all know, but, you know, whatever. It'll be fine, Come on.
Heavy heart I carry, dress it up in light, 'cause pain is holy, pain is holy.
Ooh, okay, this is a change of direction to stuff I've heard from Faouzia before. It's very heavily produced, so like, and this is on purpose, so don't think I'm being like, she can't do this. That's not what I'm saying. Let's all cool our jets before my comment section explodes. There are ways to play with vocals that create almost instrumental sounds. So that first like that thing was very compressed and very affected, and then when you clip it at either end, so clip the start off and clip the end off and just loop that sound, it becomes very like electronic. It's like making a beat with a tiny piece of your vocal. It's very impressive, and it catches the ear. And then with her actual vocal, the mix just feels very pressed. It feels quite like forward placed, whilst at the same time having like a bit of distance. It's a lot of things at once. It's just really, really interesting for the ear. Let's go and see what vocal qualities we can hear. But from the get, this is produced so well.
I am not my emotions, no, they're a point in time. Say it slowly, when your hands are whole, let me see through your eyes, when I'm falling.
Okay, right. There's a lot going on. This moves quite fluidly as well, so I'm not sure if I'm picking the right spots. I think we're just starting the chorus. The song moves fluidly, and so does the vocal, actually. There's a lot of movement all the way down to the bottom of her range. That beautiful bottom end of her pitch is gorgeous. It just feels so safe and so solid. A lot of the time, especially with female voices, but well, with any voice I suppose, when you start to reach the bottom end of your pitch, of your range even, it can kind of end up feeling a little bit laboured, a little bit breathy, and a little bit weak. Not here. This sounds just beefy. I'm sure she'll love her voice to be described as beefy, but that's what we're going with. Her little bleating moments are really cool. I don't treat them like riffs. I feel like it's more like the voice is actually going like that kind of sound. Like that. Now, can you put a riff inside of that? Of course you can. You just modulate the pitch as you do that, but the actual rhythmic quality of that sound feels very bleat-like to me, like a goat or a sheep or something that bleats. There's also beautiful use of cry, adds a little bit of emotional intensity. She really does use everything. She just lays it all out there and goes, this is how good a singer I am. And a lot of it's just folded through, like you wouldn't notice if you weren't really focusing in. She's just super talented. So there you're hearing that affected kind of clipped sound. You did hear like halfway through that it kind of eased off and you got more of each end of that sound. So you had more of the onset and offset to it, which made it feel a lot more natural. And then you got dee 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 in the middle of there. So they're using loads of little techniques to kind of push your ear into places where it gets used to one sound and then they slightly change it. It's almost like in horror films, you know, they'll put something in the corner of your eye so you're never quite comfortable and you're not sure why. It's like that, but with sound. You're hearing something, they change something ever so slightly to get your ear to go, oh, something's moved. And then it dee 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 jams you right back into that first place. It's just really cool. This feels very soundscapey to me. I'm not even getting a chance to comment on the video. It's very, I don't know, arty. The black and white's cool. I haven't been able to concentrate what's going on because there's so much going on with the music. This is a first. It's usually the total opposite way around.
I see myself so clearly in the darkest night, but the dawn's inside. I can see the light, I see it. I'm wide awake, I'm out of mind. I'm barely breathing, I'm alive. I wanna stay by your side, one and only testimony. When your hand to hold, let me see through your eyes.
There feels like there's almost a like a yodely sound going on. So she's going from a heavy chest voice into a lighter head voice, and you get that that kind of sound, a little break. She's popping them in the middle of really long phrases, and they don't feel very they don't feel placed in a way that you're supposed to notice them. She's super remarkable in the way that she does so much but doesn't really draw attention to it. Like, it's not showboaty like some singers when they go, oh, I can do this, and then they just kind of whack you in the face with it. Everything she does has a layer of tastefulness to it, if that makes sense. She's a very tasteful singer. That little bit, da, 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 something like that. I don't know. You don't want to sit there watching me try and work that out. But again, that's like a super simple riff, but just the way that she stylizes it makes it so much more. I have to shout out how well this sounds with all of the layered vocals on top as well. It has all of this kind of mist and this pool. Then they harmonize some of it, and that kind of stretches out through some of the phrases, so it connects the main line to the next line coming, and it keeps everything just kind of swimming about. This whole thing, I would love to listen to this with my eyes closed in the dark. I think that's the way to enjoy this song. But obviously you don't want to see that. Maybe you do want to see me in the dark. Does that sound weird? Anyway, it's good is what I'm trying to say. Out of mind. That little push, that little crescendo on that kind of aspirate, kind of crying sound as well. It's got a lot going on in that teeny weeny place there. That last bit she did felt more natural. That didn't feel as clipped as some of the other more, what's the word? The more edited parts. It's not the word I'm looking for, but it's the one I have to hand at the moment. It had a lot more of that raw feel to it. So there is a lot of play here with what can be like done by the voice by itself. What can we clip to make it sound a little bit more futuristic? What do we leave alone? What do we play with? What do we kind of twist halfway through? I really, really, really enjoy the way that this has been produced. Produced is probably the word I was looking for.
I'm barely breathing, I'm alive. I wanna stay by your side, a one and only testimony. I'm wide awake, I'm out of mind. I'm barely breathing, I'm alive. I wanna stay by your side.
This is just gorgeous. Again, the tasteful choices. So when she's up in her head voice, she's not giving it too much push. It has a softness to the sound. Then when she pushes on through her chest voice, there's like a real choice to project that sound a lot more forward. It's got loads of twang to it, and it just has a bit more bite. So there's just textures and flavors, and it's like sides of a coin, and she's constantly switching it up. Your ear never has a second to settle, but at the same time, you're in very good hands, so you are at ease. This is just a contradiction in terms. That's kind of her whole bag. Is I'm going to throw everything at you. It's not going to feel like that. There's going to be a lot of force going on, but you're going to feel like it's quite light. There's going to be a lot of lightness going on. You're going to feel like that's strong. She just manages to play the entire field the whole time. Wow, that was good. And listen to that echo. So that very, very end there, we're talking about the production quality. That reverb and that echo through that vocal, it held on for like a good few seconds. Away. Very cool. Very, very cool. If I said Faouzia was one of the most exciting vocal talents of the last 10 years, then yeah, I would stand by that. I would stand by that. She is fantastic and a lot more elegant with that bag of tricks than a lot of singers are. Sometimes if you can do it, you tend to just show off with it and you do it too much. She has a real taste level that I think a lot of people should be aiming for. Ooh, she's good. So thank you, MB, for suggesting that. That actually made my day. That's made me feel a little bit less sick. So she's got the power to heal. It's another talent string to her bow. But if you like that reaction, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you'll be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I guess we'll keep it simple. So all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And all I have to say is if you like, then hit subscribe. I'm going back to bed. I love you. Drink lots of water and stay away from sick people. They'll give you this.